Hello folks and welcome to a brand new tutorial on how to create Minecraft 2D using GameMaker. This is part 9. In this tutorial I'll show you how to get your blocks which you collected in your inventory, how Steve can actually hold them. So let's start with the selector, so we can select which slot we have selected actually, and set the center value to the origin, and also create a manual collision checking, 4 pixels removed from the borders. Again, I make that mistake. So we created that sprite. Now we also want to create that object, so let's do that. And I want to set the depth to -10 because in our slot we set -9. So now we want to create a creation event, and we want to say that slot is 0. This is just one other value, a variable, and we set that to 0. So this represents our slot 0, because when the game starts, your guy selector will be in slot 0 or on slot 0. So then we are going to say that when you press the 1 number on your keyboard, then it will go to slot 1 actually. And what will happen then? It'll go to slot 0. So do this until you reached slot 8. So now when you press the first when you press the number 1, actually it'll go to slot 0, and when you press the number 9 it go to slot 8. But we really want to go there, if you know what I mean. You want to execute what slot means. So like we say, if slot 0, then go to that position, and that position is going to be really simple. The Y view, Y is Y view plus this, and this value, remember that, huh? 4, 5, 6. Let's go to here. No, let's go here. This is slot 0. 4, 5, 2. And this sprite is 44 pixels and has a center value of 22. And this one is something like 40 pixels and has a center value of 14. So that makes the difference. And this Y value is for every if slot 1, if slot 2, if slot 8. So let's copy this. Say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then for every X position. So now when we press the number 6 on our keyboard, then the slot variable will be 5, and when the slot variable is 5, then it'll go to this position. Well, you might think, why do I do this so strange? It's much easier. Well, we are going to say that if mouse wheel up, then slot plus equals 1, and if mouse wheel down, slot minus equals 1, like that. But when slot is 3 and we scroll a bit down, it will finally be below 0. So we need to say then it'll be 9, because we are scrolling down. That makes sense, right? So what if slot is 9? Well, 8. 8, yes. So if slot is 9, we got 9 slots, but I use slot variable 1 and 8. So that is also 9. I'm sorry. So this is actually, well, the guy's selection, and well, only the position. So let's test that by creating our objects in here, just like that. So now we can test it. So that's not in the right position. I bet I did something wrong. Like that. Now it'll be fine. Let's test it. And it's perfectly fine. Okay, so let's continue. Let's create some sprites. Sprites. I haven't put them in, so I'll put them in right now. So I'm back and I imported my sprites, and what I did, I just copied the items sprite and rotate them, so this is actually the top. You can see that more clear here. See, this is the top. So now we want to say 15 and 23. Yeah. So then we are going to object hand, and we are going to say in the creation event, yeah, we are going to say in the creation event that the image speed is 0, and also the image angle is 0, and the index is also 0. This is like our sub image. So yeah, let's do this. Let's use sub image, and then we are going to create a draw event. Let's put the sub image in. Delete the end step event, it's unnecessary. Let's copy this and delete it, and bring this in our draw event and say that. And the sub image will be used in draw sprite. The object Steve hand. No. Sub image variable will be the same as object slot control, then refer to the inf variable and say index and then 0. And remember, 0 is our block index. Index is the current slot which it is in, and well, yeah, the slot will know which index is in his slot. So it'll let's say we pick up dirt. Dirt is this. Then it'll know the index of the slot. The slot will know the index, and that is 2, and it'll pick this number 2. And if we look in our Steve hand, we will say 2 is dirt. So let's test it, and I hope it's working fine. Oh, I'm recording with Cam Studio, by the way. It works perfectly fine actually. So let's try. And you see, it's working perfectly. So let's test it on wood. And yeah, we have wood. So that's it for today, and I'll see you in the next tutorial. The next tutorial is going to be about placing blocks, I guess. Yeah, I guess we're ready for that. So, stay tuned, and I will see you on the next tutorial.